daytime. Well, they've been in Waterloo region since 1977, making sure the community stays safe. They are known as block parents, and we're going to talk about a couple events that they have coming up and some new things that are happening with Mondou, who's the chair of the Waterloo Regional Block Parent Program. Good to see you.
You too.
You know what? I think people are familiar with the sign. They might have seen it in that, but in case people aren't familiar with block parents and the work that you do, let's talk a little bit about that.
Okay, so the Waterloo Regional Block Parent Program, it's called the residential program. So what we do is we have volunteers who are over 18. They get police screened, and they also get screened by the Block Parent Program. And once they're screened, they get to have this lovely sign. They put that in their window, and when they're home and available, they can be of assistance to anyone in the community, whether it's children, youth, adults, seniors. If anyone has, if they're worried about being lost, or if they're scared or being chased by a dog or a bully, or they've lost their keys or they've lost their way, they can knock on a block parent door and ask for assistance. And what the block parent does then would answer the door, and whether it's through a locked door, a screen door, or a window, you can offer assistance by placing a phone call. So if the phone call would be to emergency services, if that's the case, or they can place a phone call to a parent or guardian. And one thing we always stress is, as a block parent, you don't have to let anyone into your home if you're not comfortable doing that. So you could simply ask them to sit on your porch, and you could place a phone call while they're waiting out there. If it's a child, you can go out there and sit with them until their parent or guardian arrives. Or if it's a child that you know that's in your neighborhood, and often that's the case, you can ask them to come in and have a seat and give them some water until their parent arrives to pick them up.
And because it's a sign that you're putting in the window, it's just as simple as putting it in when you're around.
Yes.
So when you're there and you can be of assistance, you put it in the window. When you're gone, you take it out.
It's a great program if you want to give back to the community, but you don't have time maybe to go to yet another meeting or another event, or perhaps you're a senior and you're at home and you're not as mobile as you used to be, but you still really want to give back to the community. Seniors really make wonderful block parents because they do tend to be home a lot more. And so if they just put their sign in their window that they're welcoming anyone from the community to knock on their door to get assistance, and like I said, if they're also feeling nervous about having someone come in, they can just have them sit outside. But seniors are home a lot more than some of our busy moms and dads these days, so they do make wonderful block parents. And again, when I became a block parent, it's because I had my little babies at home, and you can't leave when you have two little babies up there sleeping, so it's nice to put the sign in the window and you're giving back to the community. And I think what it also does is shows the community that you're a kind and caring person and you're available for them if they need you.
Yeah, I think it shows the community as a whole that, we're all standing behind each other, we're all helping each other out, and it just gives a different sense of belonging in the community, especially after the release of the Vital Signs report earlier this week, where they were talking about belonging and what that means in a community. This lets people know, yeah, we're all part of this together.
And I think what it also does is there's a big push these days that parents really want their children, they're realizing that it wasn't really a good idea to keep their children home and in the basement playing video games on the internet. We were joking about how the internet's ruined all of our lives, but really what it's done is it's sort of kept the kids at home because that was more safe. But as these kids have grown up and gone to university and are now starting to get into their first jobs, we're finding that these youths or these young adults are feeling a little nervous about life. They're not as sure of themselves as maybe we were when we were growing up. And I personally feel that's because our parents let us be outside. We had to walk to school. We had to go out and play. We had to go to the park. We were able to use our imagination and be more creative. And by doing that, we became much more street smart and independent and feeling really confident in ourselves. And I think that's something that we've lost along the way. So I think having the Block Parent Program is really important to at least that first step about having parents allow their children to walk to school. It would be much more comforting for them to know that there are block parents along the way.
Well, you're having a bit of a thank you party, I'll call it. It's a Halloween party coming up for your block parent families.
Yes. So we have many, many block parent families that we appreciate all the time. And this week, actually, coming up from October 25th to October the 31st is National Block Parent Week. So as you know, it is a national program, so there are several local programs across the country celebrating Block Parent Week. And the way the Waterloo Regional Block Parent Program is doing that is by offering a Halloween costume party for our block parents. And it's going to be held on Tuesday, October the 27th at the Hoother. And it's in the Cavern Room, which sounds already pretty spooky. So the children are invited to come and dress up, and there will be games and activities for them and free food and free drinks. so the block parents can come and get to know each other, get to know the board of directors, and all the other volunteers and committee members that help make our program a success.
I love that. And then I can't believe I'm talking about Santa Claus coming to town already, Tara. But in November, the KW Santa Claus Parade is happening, and block parents will be there too.
Yes. So once again, it's been, oh my god, probably 5 to 6 years that we've been involved in the Santa Claus Parade. So once again, we invite all of our block parent families to come and participate with us. We walk in the parade, we have a big banner, we have t-shirts for everyone. And as you know, it's almost always wonderful weather.
It was beautiful. Look at those skies last year. That was gorgeous.
Yes. So yes, we're looking forward to that. And that's Saturday, November the 21st this year. And so once again, if you're interested in joining us for the Block Parent Parade, or the parade that we're taking part in, just if you could email events coordinator at blockparents.ca and RSVP, so we know that to make sure we have enough t-shirts for everyone to wear.
That would be perfect.
Yeah.
And if anybody's interested in just finding out more about the Block Parent Program or joining the program, what's the best way for them to do that?
The best way really is to go on our website at www.blockparents.ca. It has all the information there. It has the application and everything, all the steps that you need to know how to sign up. But also, of course, with social media, our Facebook, we have a Facebook page, we have a Twitter account, and not only should you go on there to find out more information about us, but it would be wonderful if you could retweet our tweets and follow us on Facebook. And you know, whenever you get those newsletters or see anything on our website, just go ahead and send that link out to everybody to get everyone more excited about becoming a block parent.
And being part of this community and making this community a place that we all belong in and feel safe in. Thanks so much for joining us, Tara.
Thank you.
All right, we've got more Daytime still to come. Stay with us.